What's goody, folks? We back. As you can see, I got two special guests with me today. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Hello. I am Morgan Gala, Charlotte-based actress, singer. You can look me up on all streaming platforms. Morgan Gala, the new single Motions is out. Go cop that. As well as look at the music video. You know, type in my name, it'll pop up. You can find me on Instagram at Morgan_Gala, G-A-Y-L-A. Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm Mianna. You know, I don't have all these different platforms and stuff, but hey guys, what's up?
Basically, there's
my sister, my ride dog.
And just for y'all that don't know, because you ain't seen them on here, me and this one, we go back 12 years of friendship.
Yes.
We met in high school.
Yes.
We can talk about that.
Okay, let's talk about the way we met.
This is a very interesting.
So, what was it? Freshman year?
Freshman year in
high school.
2009.
There was this guy that sat behind me in algebra class, and he would like pull strands of my hair out of my fucking head, and I'd be like, ow. Or he would like shove me. I'm like, why is he being so rude? So I figured out that we have, what was it, second block? We had second block together in theater class. I won't mention this theater's teacher's name for legal reasons, but he's a bitch ass motherfucker. Rhymes with Elaney. Anyways, Mr. Elaney, we were in his class and we had a project together and we had to practice in the dressing room. Now there are lockers in this dressing room, and over me talking to Grant, I learned that he's claustrophobic. So I said, I know what I'll do to him since he likes to pull my hair in algebra class. I shoved him in a locker and locked it. And then we cut the lights out. I said, all right, everybody know we're going to close the door like we left. And the whole time he's just freaking out. He's like, oh my God, let me out. Eventually we let him out, but we've been friends ever since.
That's just kind of how it started. Like, that's just the type of people we are.
He started being nice to me after that. Why were you pulling my hair?
You know how I am. I'm the type of person.
No
I gotta see
way.
if you can handle the type of person I am. And she's literally the same type of person.
Bro.
And of course my mama will call me.
Rude.
Mom, I am filming a podcast episode. I'll call you back.
Hey, Miss Leslie.
Huh?
But yeah.
What you say?
So,
open the door.
That's how we met. And over here?
Lord.
You would be in here when I'm filming.
Well, it's okay. We'll keep talking. So that's how we met. And Mianna's eating her good Chipotle. I'm not hungry, but it's making me hungry.
Sorry.
Literally.
Right now she's on a vegan journey.
I'm not on a vegan journey, y'all. I just only eat meat once a week. I'm treating myself to meat today. When we leave here, I'm gonna go home and make some chicken enchiladas. And it's gonna be so good. Okay. And I'm excited.
Alright, we back. So
we're back.
What was it? Yeah. So when we met, we just met in high school, and then she shoved me in a locker. Basically, showed me that she just
because I wasn't gonna take. Wait, can I curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
We're gonna take no shit, but I didn't know.
But I knew in that moment that she was like the same type of brand of crazy as me. But she just a little more crazy.
Sight.
Yeah,
she's just as crazy as me. Like,
and then the rest is history.
He was freaking out in the locker, but low key he was calm. He was like, "Oh, she's crazy. She's like me. I felt somebody." That's what he said.
But yeah,
I somebody to whip my ass. But yeah, you know. People don't know about loyalty these days. Like when I meet people and they're like, why you don't like, and they don't have no long-term friendships, that's a red flag to me. Like, why can't you sustain a long-term deep connection? Because I would say, my relationships, they be like 2, 3, 4 years, whatever, that's nothing. But my friendships, honey, 10 years deep, 12 years deep.
And it's because, there's certain people that you surround yourself with too. That's where I say, because I ain't never lost a friend. I can literally count. Yeah, I've never lost a friend. Like,
I don't lose these people. They lose me. They lose me.
Well, yeah, they lost. A lot of people have lost me.
And why did they
Sucks
lose you?
to be them.
Oh, sucks to be them.
Honestly, I feel like the people that I'm really closely friends with, they might not be here in the States. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
far away. And then I also think I'm super mature for my age. So I think that another issue that I run into is just the fact that like, I be trying to operate people in my age group, and it just don't work because we just not there.
That was
and then it's like your age group, y'all don't know how to socialize. Like, even something as basic as, you saw how Grant's mom, she came in here and we spoke to her. When you speak to people, they'll just be here not speaking. Like when you walk in the room or somebody walks in the room, hey, how you doing? eye contact. Give me eye contact when we're talking.
And that's mainly.
I'm not giving a little eye contact right now because I'm a little buzzed, but just because I'm a little buzzed, y'all.
It's mainly due to technology, because a lot of technology nowadays, a lot of communication nowadays is through Instagram, through Twitter, through FaceTime, and a lot of people don't even like FaceTiming. I don't like FaceTiming people that I don't talk to on a normal basis, but
yeah, because it'd be weird.
Like, don't be FaceTime me out of nowhere if I don't talk to you like that.
Yeah, people aren't good at like the whole face-to-face
communication,
face-to-face interactions, and like they just lack the conversation skills. Like,
period.
And that's, I mean, it's school too. I feel like it's the school systems too, because school systems are terrible.
Well, the classroom still looks like it was invented when the first school was ever opened. So I think that's another issue as well.
We can talk about that too. That's terms of just the school system in general, not paying their teachers, not putting the money that they get from fundraisers and all that stuff towards benefiting and changing the school. And that just comes from that too. But back to the loyalty with friendships and stuff. Okay. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people surround themselves with people that think like them and are a lot more like-minded. A lot of my friends have different, I wouldn't say different views than I do completely. But will challenge me on mine, even if it isn't necessarily what they would agree on.
Right.
And then you have those conversations where you can see, okay, well, this is why I see it this way. And it might not be wrong. It could be wrong. But
it gives you a different perspective. Because it's like,
agreed. Yeah.
I just think, what do I have to gain from being friends with people who have like friendship doesn't mean you agree with everything I say, do, or tune into. Like, no.
Yeah, there's got to be a balance too, because you can't, and that's the thing too. A lot of people put more eggs in one basket than they should, and then a lot of people also put more stake in somebody else and expect them to be able to do it to them too. A lot of people are different. You gotta basically.
You gotta know who plays what position in your life. Not every friend is the same. Not every friend can do the same thing. Like for instance, my friends know that like I'm not a turn up friend. I'm not a friend that you would invite to go to Vegas.
Not anymore. She used to be, guys.
Now I used to.
You would have never thought she'd be.
I used to be, and I think what it is that because I'm older than most of my friends, like. I've been 21 way before, and even when I wasn't 21, because I'm in it,
right? She act like it's year off, like 5 years.
Even when I was not 21, because I'm an entertainer.
She's 27. Yeah. I'm 26. Mianna's about to be what? 24?
I'm about to be 21, y'all. February 14th.
21.
Yeah.
I could have sworn you was.
Because she be out here with us being grown. But see, because I'm an entertainer, I've still been able to get into clubs, performing, and things like that.
Sorry. I'm a bold that way.
Vape.
It's a vape. It's not weed. I ain't gonna weed in the house. Yeah, I got you.
But I was gonna say. But yeah, I've had my turn up days. It was great. It was fun. You know, but now like what's fun to me? Like for instance, the way I vacation is different. When I go on vacations, I want to eat at nice restaurants, lay at the beach, chill by the pool, take a nap, maybe do like one planned activity. But other than that, I'm just going with relaxing.
And that's why I'm different.
Go to spas.
Grant want a full itinerary from the time he opened his eyes till they shut.
And that's what you do. I want to see the city. I want to see the city.
I mean,
you got to tour it 9. You got to tour it 10. We got to tour.
I want to see the city too, but I just need to relax.
The reason why, because when I go places I've never been before, I want to see all the city offers. I want to see what I can do out there that I can't do in Charlotte. Yeah. So when I go to other places, I want to. I mean, of course, I want to go to nightlife too. But there's nightlives that are different everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Like clubs down here in Charlotte. Boo-boo. I mean, they just what they are. They ain't nowhere near.
The best nightlife I've ever experienced is in LA. LA. Listen, they had bitches climbing on the ceiling.
You say LA?
Yes. The best.
I'm trying to think which one would be the best.
We didn't experience Miami when we went because I didn't want to go. But I told these people, I said, "You want to go? You can go." Like I would be.
But we ain't just gonna go with 2 of us and then have the other 2 at the house. That's the whole point.
But I couldn't get in.
She couldn't.
You could have found a way in.
I'm the kind of friend that you would take to a vineyard. Like right now, I've been looking at flights to go to Napa Valley. I want to do a weekend in Napa Valley and just go to like vineyards and stomp on grapes and drink wine. I'm waiting on her to turn 21 next month. You know, I said I won't take you to a club, but I'll take you for a weekend to go to wine fingers.
But she does only one club experience.
Yeah. And then that's another thing.
Girl, don't worry, guys. You're giving me a
I'm going to go and...
Compromise is another thing.
Girl,
that's where...
You're going to have to sleep all day.
Some
partying all night. Coming home at like 4 or 5.
But that's the thing, though. When I say, like, with me, when I go out places and stuff, I'm not the type of person that naps all the time. I like to always be doing something. And that's how I am in general. I've never been the type of person that likes to nap. Even when I was in school, I never took naps.
See, but I didn't either. When I got older,
I just like to always be on the go and doing certain things.
And it's not that I'll be doing it on purpose. I think a lot of my friends don't get, like, I really be tired. Like,
and you can't be tired.
It's just, like, I really be asleep. I really be asleep. That's all. Like, hey, you don't come out town,
and we did be at home sleep.
If you don't come out town with me, then just know, like, you know, it's gonna be some naps. But I do, like, I am excited. My passport's gonna be here in a few weeks. I took the picture for it last weekend. I do know that I want to do Mexico in July, and I want to go to the hot springs. And I'm not gonna say the name of the city in Mexico because I can't pronounce it. I don't want to embarrass myself. But there's some hot springs in Mexico. It's like spelled Ciudad. I don't know how to say it.
No.
Yeah.
I think that's
no, it's not it.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. Okay, so Ciudad has some really nice hot springs, and I know I want to do that.
That's just what it is in general. I just want to travel.
Greece.
I haven't spent a lot of time traveling.
Well, let's do it with these. None of my job is remote, honey. I'm packing these laptops up and I'm going all over the world.
With COVID and stuff, I feel like I missed out on that because when them flights was cheap.
I know.
I was one of the people that was too. I didn't want to go anywhere because I just didn't know the severity of what it was.
Yeah.
And keeping myself safe. And then at that time it was 2020. I think I was still living with my parents too. So if I was to go out, come home, and my mom's got high blood pressure.
Yeah.
My dad, they both in their 50s. So being up there, you're higher at risk. I didn't want to bring anything back and then potentially end up fucking with them. But traveling, that's just the whole thing. A lot, and that's another thing that her generation, they do a lot more of that than we do. Our generation is more so about our business and stuff and trying to get shit going.
But honey, I'm about to travel.
Is a generation that just flies and goes with what they go with.
They just say,
energy I'm trying to
fuck it, I'm out of here. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm in the process of figuring out how to mobilize my work situation even more. I mean, it's already from home, but the thing is, I got these 2 big, heavy, bulky monitors, but I was doing some research and I see where you can get these touchscreen monitors. It's about the size of a laptop screen, and they come with their own little console, so I would have basically 4 laptops. I could work on 4 laptops and travel my little Wi-Fi box, but I'm excited. I want to go to the Maldives. Yeah, Maldives, Mexico, Greece, definitely Ghana. My husband might be in Ghana. Baby, if you're watching this, I can't wait. I can't wait to meet you. Just know I'm getting myself together.
Why he in Ghana? Why do you think he's in Ghana? Take us inside of your head and what makes you think.
I've always had this fantasy that, like, my husband is African.
Just like everybody else. Everybody else in the world that their husband is African.
I have
recently.
But I've been on that, and I've actually dated a few African men. Mm-hmm. I've dated a Jamaican before.
I'm real excited to go down the list, child.
I'm not going down the list. I'm not mentioning names.
The first one?
We're not mentioning names.
All right.
We're not mentioning names because they might see it. And, you know, the first one actually added me on Facebook recently, and I'm like, why'd you add me? For what? Just and don't like nothing. Don't like nothing. Like, it's just nosy.
Yeah, you know how people are.
Nosy.
You know how people are. I'm pretty sure y'all just like me see a lot of people that don't even follow you, but always be viewing.
Yeah, no. Your suggestion on Instagram is people who have viewed your page recently.
All the
guys.
Time. But like,
and the thing is, I have one picture, so it's like you really took the time out your day to go through click my stories. Like you're weird.
Did they like that picture?
No, right. But the point is, you took the time to really view my stories because I feel like that's the only way. Because I have one picture.
They want to see what's going on with me.
But you're weird.
Yeah, people will
just follow. I mean, if you're checking for what I'm doing on a daily basis, which a lot of people do.
Listen, just you know, listen to a song, click like, get my streams up.
I was gonna say, because I mean, views, likes, follows.
That's money.
That creates monetization, and if you want to follow me, and you want to see what's going on in my life.
and you want to support me like you're supporting my stories,
Yeah.
support my page.
That's
Follow,
why I don't.
comment.
Only people that I have ever blocked from my social media are like people that might like comment like shady and rude shit under my posts. Like, I'll block you, or like maybe I just feel like you don't even deserve the pleasure of seeing my face. Like, I'm just that disgusted with you. You don't deserve any access to me. I'll block you.
How many type of people have y'all blocked? Because I'm the type of person that hasn't really blocked anybody.
On Instagram?
My block
Instagram
list.
or Twitter.
Let's.
I'm more so. The thing I love about Twitter is the mute button. Like, if somebody just irritates us. But the reason why I don't block people is because I feel like in a way they kind of get satisfaction by knowing that you blocked them. It's just like, okay, well then this person's sick of me, so I did something right. No, I'm not going to let you know that I blocked you, but I'm going to mute you. So I don't see anything that you got going on. You don't see anything that I got going on. Well, you can see what I got going on. I just don't care about what you got going on. I don't have to see it. You ain't got to comment on my shit. And if you do comment on my shit, I won't know because I don't see it because you muted.
See, I mute people that it's like, you know what? I just... Your content doesn't align with me right now. I just don't want to see that shit. Like, I have a lot of friends, you know, I'm close to, and I love them.
I don't follow somebody in a minute.
I love them.
I follow them streets all the time.
I love them, but it's
I wake up
like...
every morning and check my followers.
Like, I don't want to see your naked ass every day. Or I don't want to listen to the same stuff every day. So, I just keep you on mute. Like, I'm still your friend, but I'll keep you on mute. But people are like, if you just a stranger, you just a regular Tom, Dick, and Harry, I don't follow your ass. Now, as far as me blocking, you know, I block people that have malicious intent. People comment rude stuff because, you know, venues, I book gigs with my band. And venue owners, the first thing they do is go to my social media. And I don't need no mess on my page. Like, my reputation is everything. But this is my block list.
You got a whole list right here. Let's see.
Now me.
No, that's not a lot, but I mean,
I'll block you. It don't matter if you're a family member, a friend, a cousin.
How do you see your block list?
A coworker. I don't care. I'll block you.
You click settings.
Don't care.
And you see the little bar up there where you can type in search.
Wait, settings.
And then you see the search bar.
Here.
And then type in blocked. And then you can see your block list. But then again, part of me this year, I block people for fun. Like, I changed my phone number. Like, now that was the ultimate block. I changed my phone number and a lot of people didn't get it. Then they went to social media and I guess once they saw, they're like, dang, I'm blocked on here too. Like, maybe she don't want to be contacted. And they resorted to email me. It's like,
now that I'm looking through these blocks, these are a lot of people I ain't never seen before in my life. And it might have been when I was younger. Because I would block people that I didn't know. If you follow me and I don't know who you are, you was getting blocked. So I'm like, what are you following me for? I don't know who you are. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, like
I wonder how many people have blocked me.
That's what I wonder too.
But I'm pretty sure, like, because I'm one of the people that be in the shade room comments. I know people don't block me from shade room.
What you be saying?
Girl, I mean, it just depends.
The shade room comments,
like, the shade room comments is funny. I definitely had time today to argue with people in shade room comments.
I'm that way on Twitter, though.
Now, I did that on... I recently deleted Facebook. I did that shit on Facebook because...
You do it on Facebook with the old grannies.
Like,
no, in my DMs. It was in my DMs. My problem is, I cussed out a few guys in my DMs, I think like 2 weeks ago. Because, you know, dudes, they start talking to themselves, which is whatever, talk to yourself. But my problem is when you come back, like, oh, you couldn't respond. Like, oh, so because I didn't respond to you, now I'm a bitch. Like, why do you feel entitled to a response? I told him, I said, I pay this phone bill, bitch.
But that's the thing.
On my phone.
But why? But and then when you scroll back and you look and you just see nothing coming from you, but you see all this shit coming from somebody else. And it's like, so how do you feel? Like after a certain period of time and you see I'm not responding, why are you still messing with me?
It's a mental illness.
And it's like, and then you get mad because I'm not responding. Take the hint and just move on because you're looking stupid at the end of the day.
Right, I'm chilling.
But back to her like conversations and like jumping in with people. I love doing that on Twitter. And they know, the people that watch my videos. They know I lost one account, but I've been suspended from the other account that I lost. I got suspended probably 15 times.
What do you be saying?
That's why y'all
you know how I do on Twitter. I talk about my shows. I just talk random shit like you do on Twitter. Twitter is a place where you could just literally vent. And basically you talking to yourself, and then some people just see it, and if they want to talk, they talk. And if you want to come on some hyphy shit, then you can get hyped back. Like I can literally.
I don't like when people come on my shit and get hyped for no reason. Like for instance,
I love it. I love people that come with hostility because it's like it's a challenge. It's like, so what you doing?
I don't like that. I don't want the hostility. Like people, like for instance, I tweeted the other day. I was like, "Hey guys, you know, if you fly from Concord, the flights are cheaper." So this bitch gonna comment.
It always be some dumb shit though.
If he's gonna comment to my some but who wants to fly Spirit? I mean, if I fly Spirit, that's like flying the airplane myself. See, I'm like, okay, and I commented back. I said, well, good thing there are lots of airlines to choose from. Like, what the fuck was the point?
See,
if you just keep scrolling. You know how much shit I see that
this is on Facebook.
This is on Twitter, and it wasn't nothing. No, I was just like, hey guys, you know the flight's cheaper. I was just, you know,
that bitch was bored. Her baby daddy pissed her off.
What the fuck did I do to you?
Mad ass.
No, I don't know this person.
She was a mad asshole. Okay, she was having a bad day.
Or like the bitch that commented a cockroach under my TikTok video. And that's why I reported that ass for harassment.
That's a fan. Look,
I truly have fans.
But the thing is though, the difference between me, I'm not the type to just be out here just hating for no reason. When I get into it with people, it's just because I said something and you didn't agree with what I said and you felt the type of way. And then you want to start talking crazy to me and start talking crazy, then I'm going to get back at you.
I won't say people hate me for no reason. I would say people hate me for the love that I get.
It's not hate,
like
it's a fan.
You hate me because the nigga that you want me. But guess what? I don't want him. Don't want him.
It's not
now he want me.
It's a fan.
And guess what? He still don't want you.
You gotta look at
why are you still... Like, I just feel like it takes a special kind of sickness to comment under somebody's post negative things from a ghost page, but you want to be big and bad but from a ghost page. Like, do it from your real page.
Yeah. It's a fan. That's just really what it comes down to.
It truly is. So
if you take time out of your day to create a fake page, and then you create that fake page to go troll on somebody, depending on if it's consistent or if it's just, hey, I can't get on here and just talk shit to you.
It's one thing if you're just looking from it's already creepy to look from a ghost page, right? But for you to comment from a ghost page, like, you're special.
You a punk ass.
You're special. Like,
just like they say, Erica Mena did that, and then she created the baby page with the same ghost page that she trolled Sin ass with. Yeah.
I stopped watching Family Reunion.
She said that she didn't do it, and that was a lie.
But then they say, because I saw on social, it might have been one of them blog pages. They said it was a ghost page initially.
It was,
but her baby page.
She changed the ghost page to her baby's page.
She did it.
And she's trying to say that it happened. She trolled Sin Santana. I figure out what she said.
Sin is
girl, Erica is mad, okay? Erica's marriage is falling apart. She raising 2 babies by herself. She stressed the fuck out. She was having a bad day. She trolled the bitch. I ain't mad at her. She was having a bad day. She couldn't. Safari don't answer the phone. She couldn't cuss Safari the fuck out. She had to troll somebody on Instagram.
So let's talk about mental health and knowing where to place our anger. And when the person that anger is for isn't available, let's talk about ways that you can release that anger without bringing somebody else into it. You know, there's therapy, there's exercise, there's self-pleasure. Sometimes you just need an orgasm. There's music, there's dancing, there's weed, there's cannabis.
Yeah,
there are a lot of things. Like, so do that before you come commenting on my shit from some ghost page. And you know who you are. I hope you watch this.
But like I said, the reason why they're doing it is because it all starts here. Because if you take it upon yourself to be negative to somebody else, it's because you just ain't happy with yourself. You see something that person has that you don't. You see somebody confident about who they are and what they're doing, and then you want to go in there and say, "Hey, I want to talk shit. I want to kind of fuck that up for them," because you don't feel that same way about yourself. Exactly. You're not confident in yourself, and you're not confident in what you got going on. So you didn't want to go fuck up somebody else's shit. And I can't stand people like that. I like people that don't like seeing people win. And that's another thing that I saw too.
Yeah,
within certain people. I see it within certain people that follow you. Like I said, with people that follow you and watch your story all the time. Mm-hmm. But the minute you post something or the minute you do something that's good, it's ghost town. And that's
why I deleted Facebook. I took Facebook off my page because let me say something. Facebook either wants me to be, if I post something sad, when my dad passed away, oh my God, I had never got that many likes ever in DMs, right? So if I post something sad, if I post some mess, like when I posted a screenshot of myself cussing out this jerk in my DMs, mad because I didn't message him back, or when I post something sexy, and not even anything sexy, just a beauty shot, and all these comments, well, let me post my music, it's crickets. So that's why I'm over Facebook.
Yeah.
But now, as far as Instagram and Twitter, like, they interact with me. TikTok, I just started my TikTok 2 weeks ago, so there's not much going on there. YouTube, I got some decent.
YouTube is cool.
I got some decent interaction on YouTube. I've only been consistently posting content for about 3 weeks now, because I just got my equipment and stuff. But I mean, so far it's pretty good. But I'm just over like just the hate and mad ass hoes. Like, girl, if you're watching this, I don't fuck with him no more. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And guess what? I'm out the picture and he still don't want you.
When it comes to haters,
so what's the point?
When it comes to haters and trolls, especially when it's people that you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know this woman.
I like it though. It's funny to me. Like,
well, I don't like it. Ho, stop harassing my sister. I don't have to beat your ass.
But it's funny to me because it's like you found your way over here. You watched everything that I did, and say, "Hey, let me go comment and say you suck," or "This is it. I don't know why you fucking doing this." What are you doing? That's what
that's how I felt. Like somebody commented under one of my YouTube videos, and he was like, somebody commented that said lacks production quality. Well, obviously, I'm singing in my bedroom. Yes, I know the kind of equipment that I need to go ahead and do that. But at this point, I gotta just pick between buying equipment for my YouTube channel, studio time, and music videos. So you know what? I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got.
That's when you pose the question: Are you gonna chip in? Are you gonna give me some money so I can get some production quality that you would like to watch?
Right.
That's what I
commented back. I said, "Thanks for the feedback."
Shit, I'll play with you. If you wanna play, we can play. But I mean, that's just what I mean. A lot of people nowadays, they just got to figure out what's going on with them, and that's the thing too. With me, I've been focusing more on it because I feel like the past 2 years, I feel like I kind of set my own self back, and I think it has to do with COVID, really. But then again, too, I found a lot of passions that I naturally had, just didn't know that you had it.
Exactly. So, it's all about focusing on yourself and like
sit and think about what you really like in life.
Having some business about yourself. It's always a hating ass hoe never has any business about herself. And when I say that, I don't mean, just going to a job, clocking and making somebody else's dream true. Like, what is your goal? What do you want to? It's not saying everybody has to be an entrepreneur, be an artist. No, but what's just something that you enjoy doing? Like, these bitches don't be having no hobbies.
And that's to branch off of that. What is something that you enjoy doing that you can monetize, that you can make money off of? And that's where I sat and thought, I'm like, okay, I live to just do things and just be active. It's like, okay, so what can I do that's just aligning with that? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do personal training from there with my clients. I can then start a clothing line, an athletic line.
Okay.
And then from there,
you got your athletic wear on now.
Yeah, and then start a business, and then start a gym, and then that's where it's like, okay, boom, that's where I can really start monetizing shit. Because once that gym starts to build, then I can use that money to open gyms in other places, which continues to prolong my funds. And that's the thing now. It's just like I feel like, and that's where it goes back to the school system. I feel like they failed us because they didn't teach us shit like that. Like when we was in school. Why are we? And then the thing too, we'll talk about.
It was just go to college
and stuff. How that is an elective course, which is why so many of us niggas out here are literally getting killed and shit for no reason because that was an elective course. If that was main, which should have been required coursework, since we were sitting there learning U.S. history and American history.
Well, American history,
you should have been teaching these white people.
American history is white history.
Yeah, it's not black history. And then the African American studies that they wanted us to believe is that we were all slaves. They didn't talk about how we were kings and queens. They can do all that. They just want to talk about how we slaves and we below everybody else. No, there's more to just black history.
It's more than that. And then they talk about how, some of us didn't come from Africa. Like, a lot of people know this. Literally, the first group of people to circumnavigate the earth are black people. And there's proof of this. No matter what part of the world that you go on, the oldest fossils found in that part of the world will always be of African descent. Every time. Our fossils predate the Caucasian fossils, any other race. The oldest fossil is always of African descent. Why? Because we were the first people on Earth. So you mean to tell me it wasn't no Africans here? Yeah, it was. They just call them Indians.
Yeah, and
Native Americans.
Back to the school system in general, though, where I say it failed us. I don't know if did y'all still do senior exits when y'all graduated? Okay, so the senior exits and shit. They had us study. They had us kind of pick a topic and whatnot. The way I see it, and it was just so pointless when you think about it. It's like we did all that work just to prove that we can write an essay, and present that shit. We've been doing that since we started school. Why did they not make us for a senior exit project? Honestly, I think this is the way I feel like they should have done it. They should have said, okay, you pick something that you want to be in life. And then I want you to research what it takes to do what you want to do in life. The steps that you need to do that. Write a paper and tell us why this is what you want, how you see yourself doing it. And then when you present it, them as teachers and administrators, they should be able to guide us in ways that we can actually make that happen. And that's why I feel like when they say, like, try and pick a major and stuff, something that you want to study in school, a lot of people don't know, which is why they get to school and don't have the same passion that they
didn't make these life decisions just a month ago.
You pick your senior exit topic 11th grade. That's the worst part of it all. You picked that shit in 11th grade.
Yeah, but it's
you know how much you changed from 11th grade to your senior fucking year?
And more so, the topic is more like a
that
social
whole
type
11th
thing.
grade summer you don't went through, like all of that.
Yeah, and it's more so like a social, like something that happened in the world. And it's just like, no, let's learn about the student itself. Because then, like I say, school is a good thing too, going to college. But there's plenty of people that didn't go to college and are making more money than all three of us.
Right.
Way more money than all three of us. And that's the thing too, they beat into our heads that school is the best thing that you can do. Which, truthfully, I'm not knocking school because I still want to go back to school and get my other degree. But I feel like it's a scam in a way because I got my degree and I'm pretty sure a lot of people that have gotten their degrees can agree. We've got our degree in certain fields, and then the minute you get out of there and you start applying for these jobs, they don't want you. They want, and then two, when you look on Indeed, you look on all these websites, what are their pays? They want people with master's degrees, but what are they paying you? $20 an hour. Like, what the fuck? Like, we live in a world now where the economy is still shit. Like, prices of everything is consistently growing
to get approved.
Exactly, and it's just like,
which is crazy.
We don't even get paid that. So how you gonna show that you got proof of income 3 times what you get paid?
Right.
It's just like,
and that's where the fake pay sticks go.
And I saw something. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna put this on here too. This page that I follow on Instagram, they posted this too. Let me find it because it's so real and it's so true about just the economy too. Where's it at? Okay, look. 10-year challenge, 2012. You see that house? It was on the market for $150,000. Minimum wage was $7.25. In 2022, that same house is now up for $550,000. Minimum wage is still the same, $7.25.
How?
What sense does that make? It's just like, how are we supposed? And that's where I'm so frustrated because I live on my own. I pay my own bills. Every single bill is coming from me, and it's just like people like me that live on their own, don't have a roommate. We now have to think, okay, certain things are not adding up. So now instead of just working one job, I work a job 40 hours a week, just like every other normal person. And that still isn't enough. So it's now like, okay, so now I have to go get a part-time job.
And a lot of people
now I'm killing time that I'm supposed to be resting.
Yeah.
Like the weekends where I'm supposed to be resting or when I get off work, I'm supposed to be resting. No, I'm trying to figure out how I can put that in my schedule to get part-time hours in so I can get some more money. And I think that's the problem nowadays is that we're not getting paid enough money. And then when it comes to Joe Biden and his administration, I've never been a fan of Trump, never will be. But Joe, I don't think I'm necessarily a fan of Joe.
Let me tell you why. Like,
I wasn't a fan of either one of them.
I like Trump better. I'm not going to say I like Trump, but I prefer Trump over Joe because Trump was a straight shooter. I don't like a snake that hides a hand. Trump let me know. Put it like this. I'll give you an example. I prefer a bitch who make it known, yeah, I don't fuck with you, I don't like you. As opposed to a bitch that's gonna smile in my face and talk behind my back and pretend to be friendly and be on that snake shit. That's what Trump was not that. Trump was the bitch to let you know, I don't like you, I don't fuck with you, I ain't doing this, this is what I will, this is what I won't do.
But when it comes to policy, where are you standing with that? Are you prefer Trump over because he's a straight shooter and he'll just tell you what it is? Or do you like
I don't prefer any of the policies because none of them have ever
and that's where I'm at.
Black people. None of them have been geared towards us.
That's
you
where
know.
we're at. Because
where we get civil rights, no.
Joe?
But then when it comes to other races, they get Latina rights, Asian rights, okay? There are no rights for us. Just we get civil. Why aren't we stated in that? Where are the African American rights or the black rights?
That's where you analyze where Joe was. Joe played the game smart. And this is where I say he played it smart. He grabbed the only black woman that was light-skinned, fit the molds of what America likes as a black woman, and want a dark-skinned woman up there.
And they
don't want a full black woman.
But does she classify herself as black though? Because they
say
she don't.
herself as black whenever it's convenient.
Yeah.
And as you can see, where the hell have they been? Have they addressed the nation at all last year? I didn't see them talking about shit besides a vaccine.
Right.
And then the vaccine that they in the moment in time, they claimed that vaccine was going to stop people from getting COVID. I've seen plenty of people that have the vaccine now that are still getting COVID. And then now the narrative has changed to you're not getting it, or you're getting the vaccine to kind of kill the symptoms that would have been a lot more prevalent if you didn't get the vaccine.
What about the people that got the vaccine still died?
Exactly. And it's like, so what are you doing now?
You know,
and then they're now saying like we're all going to get it at some point.
Yeah.
So we went and got this vaccine. And with the vaccine too,
it's like for what?
I've always had sensitive skin too.
I'm not getting no more jabs. I'm not getting no more jabs.
Listen, I got the booster. I got the booster. When was it? Like 2 months. I want to say either 2 months or a month ago. I got the booster, and I've always had sensitive skin. Like if you touch me, your hands were not super clean. Like you didn't wash your hands. I would rash up a little bit. Yeah. So I got the vaccine, and I went and had crab legs one day, and then I came back home, and I just started like itching all over. And I just started like kind of like touching myself. I wasn't scratching it, but I was kind of like touching over it. And I just broke out and just like hives all over. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I get in the shower. When I get in the shower and I'm bathing myself with soap, I get out the shower and it's all over my body. So then I had a fat lip too. My lip right here was like, it was fat. And then I was sitting like, I said, what the fuck is going on? So I called my mom and my dad. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm having an allergic reaction. So they're like, oh, it might have been them crab legs that you had. I'm like, it's not them crab legs. I eat crab legs all the time. I'm like, it's not them crab legs. And I didn't know what happened in that moment. So I'm just sitting there thinking. I'm like, what is going on? So then I slept on it. I put all this cortisone on. All this shit just kind of cool it down some. So I wake up the next morning and I have this rash all on my neck. My lip is fatter. My eye, I couldn't even open my eye.
Oh God.
So then, and I had to go to work the next day. So I'm like, I had to call out of work because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with me.
Right, I can't go in there.
Because I work in the bank, so I can't. I'm not at home like you now. I used to work at home, but I'm not at home anymore. So I'm like, I can't go in there because I don't know what's going on. Maybe I might be having something that maybe hasn't even been
a new strain of shit.
A new strain of shit.
But if I ever do get a new strain, bitch, I ain't going to no hospital. Bitch, my mama gonna operate over
there. That's the thing. Because I called urgent care and I'm like, can you get me in? And it was like, we don't have any appointments. I'm like, well, I'm just have to go sit up there, and whenever you have time, just try and squeeze me in. So I go up to urgent care up there by Concord Hills. And I'm sitting there for like 2 hours, and then finally pull me in, and then she checks me, and she's like, okay, I don't really know what this is. I'm like, okay, so you're not going to help me out. So I'm like, damn. Because I'm thinking to myself, too, when I call the urgent care, I'm like, they're probably not going to know what's going on, because they're going to be able to predetermine anything.
They don't know doctor. Urgent care is not really good.
They don't know what's going on. They're just going in there to get you treatment and stuff. But, and then I'm like, damn, I got to go to my doctor.
I knew urgent care wasn't legit when my friend got a job at urgent care fresh out of high school. Because her mama worked there. I knew they wasn't legit after that, because I was like, how the fuck do you have this? Like, that's a good ass job. Cool. We had just graduated. What was she doing?
I was gonna say, was she on the front desk?
She was the front desk, but she said that she did other stuff, and she ain't classified what other stuff was. Yeah, but if you work in there, at some point, even if you do just do the front desk, you're gonna have to move around, especially with COVID. You're gonna be drawing some blood. You're going to do a COVID swab if somebody knows. Like, they was understaffed. Just be realistic. Like, at some point,
but
she was doing something she wasn't supposed to do.
I went home, called my doctor. They was booked up, and then they told me to go to the hospital. So I'm like, I'm not going.
I ain't going to the hospital
because I don't want to go to. I'm not going to the hospital anyway. And then I'm not going in there because then that's a bill that I'm gonna have to pay.
First of all, no, COVID is not hospital, bitch. I ain't going to the hospital.
I caught COVID just from going to visit my dad.
One day.
But then I get back home. And for like 2 weeks, like every day, every time I got in that shower, it's like when it rashed up. And I could just be sitting here right now, like I'm sitting with y'all right now, and just start itching out of nowhere. And I was like, it maybe took like the second week for me to kind of click. And I was talking to one of my coworkers. I'm like, ever since I got that vaccine, that booster, this shit started happening. I'm like, I had the vaccine. I got both doses before I got the booster, and I didn't have no issues at all.
Right.
I didn't have any symptoms whenever I got the shot.
I haven't had the booster, but
I'm not getting nothing.
I do have the vaccine, but I'm not getting nothing else. Because what's going to happen is they'll be like, oh, new strain, new vaccine. Here we are 10 years later still no.
Not even that. Not even that.
I don't think I am either, honestly, considering
because they don't know what they're giving us.
I feel like it was something in that vaccine that triggered all this shit.
And not only that, it's not research enough. Normally, the way a vaccine works is it takes years of research, and they pay people to take it. But with this, we're the guinea pigs. We should have been paid.
In a way, yeah.
We should have been paid to get.
Well, my whole thing now is with them creating
but you know they land people off if you don't get it.
Vaccines and stuff, and new strands and new different stuff, all this different stuff. Is the people who didn't and originally get the first dose. Like, I ain't saying the ones that came out was definitely like better than what's they giving out now, but it could be a chance of that. Like, the shit that they was giving at first is not the shit that they giving out with these COVID vaccines.
And not only that,
especially if you just getting your first dose, like that shit's probably different.
Why are they not promoting a healthy diet and exercise? All I say is take a shot. Why are they promoting like? Instead of them getting on CNN and talking about the vaccine, why don't they get people on CNN to talk about proper diet and how to eat?
How they doing Don Lemon and like they did Chris Cuomo. I feel like there's a lot of backhanded stuff into. Did you hear about that stuff with Chris Cuomo? Mm-hmm. Like his brother was like involved in like some sexual harassment shit, and he, as his brother, like in a way was kind of trying to clear his name, as you would think you would. I mean, that's your blood. Like you don't want your blood.
Because the whole thing is if your blood, the reason why people do that is because if they go down, if Morgan was to go down for something, that's fucking up my. I got to back her because one is gonna fuck up my name. We blood. Like I got to back her.
You might not agree with certain things, but that's your sister. Like you're not gonna want your sister to be hated in the world, and you're not gonna want.
I know, but girl, if I can get you hated and get me love,
but behind closed doors. But that's the thing with us in the black community. We're always gonna publicly back each other. We're not gonna. It's not like we are disclosing certain things that happened wrong, like with the whole Nicki Minaj her husband shit. I'm pretty sure she's grooming him behind the scenes. Yeah. But just publicly, you gotta stand with your people.
You gotta stand with them.
When it comes to us as just black people in general.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. If she has a whole baby with this man, and y'all be mad that she backs him. Like they have a whole baby. Like why did she not?
And I mean, and she knew these things about him before she married him.
Yeah, like she knew. So like let this shit go.
She don't back him. I'm pretty sure she don't agree with it. But just like with the stuff with Chris Cuomo stuff, he lost his job. They canceled his show. He was the top show. He was the top show on CNN.
Damn.
Then they started looking into Don Lemon and started saying that Don Lemon got some similar allegations against him.
Really?
Now you think, but listen to this. This is where my conspiracy is coming into it. Those two were the top Democrats on CNN. They're trying. I feel like in a way they're trying to get them off because we're not yet into campaign season, but we're getting closer to re-election soon, and they're trying to prop Donald Trump back up. But the thing is, though, like I said, my tune has changed with Joe because I wouldn't say I was necessarily a super fan backing for him. I was just more so I wouldn't say the lesser of two evils, but just I'm a Democrat strong. I'm always vote for a Democrat. But when it comes to Donald Trump, I didn't trust him because he's racist. I don't care how you spin it.
Yeah, that was the whole thing, like, with voting for him. When it came down to that, it was I could never.
Secondly, he's not a politician. Like,
he's not. Like,
policies. Like when it comes to speaking, you don't tell anybody.
And that's another reason why when we're in office,
like the fact that just goes to show America is a corporation, not a country.
And that shows you that
he gets on Twitter. At one point he was tweeting every day, y'all. Like he was one of us sitting at home.
That's why
on the couch. Like
not only that, the shit that he was.
Why are you on Twitter?
But that's what Joe's now doing. You know how Joe get on there and talk about how Donald Trump's talking shit.
Yeah.
Why are you worried about that?
Why are you on Twitter?
Why are you worried about what he's talking about you about? Like, get over here and tell us about what you're doing to benefit this country. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
And then what rubbed me wrong is the shit with the Haitians too, where Kamala. That's where I really started to stop fucking with her. The Haitians, you know how when the Haitians was trying to come over because their country and that shit was going on in their country, and they ended up trying to send them back over. So I'm like, and them Haitians was black, like blacker than black. But Kamala, your black ass, your black ass that you claim to be black,
right?
You walked out for your inauguration to Jennifer Lopez.
No.
You walk out to J-Lo of all people. Why you ain't mark up to Beyonce?
And then what's that other song?
Should have been J Hud.
What was that other event where she walked out to Mary J. Blige? And she just tried to make that, yes. She tried to make that a thing. It was one event she did walk out to Mary J. Blige.
She's black when it's convenient for her. But
yeah, definitely was convenient.
She like, where have you been? And then I saw something a couple days ago where he was in an interview and it was like, is Kamala gonna be your running mate? He's like, yeah. And that's it. Like, yeah. It's a ploy. Honestly, I feel like he's using her to appeal to black people.
You're using each other.
The student loan shit, like he claimed that he was gonna abolish all student loans. That was only temporary.
We knew that shit was not gonna last though. Like realistically, like
there ain't nobody for us.
The people who hear this little and they really be going with that shit. Like the shit is really gonna happen, bitch. If it ain't happen, it ain't happening now. Let it go.
Send the second stimmy. Send the second stimmy.
That's where I don't. Like I said, I don't like Donald Trump, but at least he gave us some money.
Yeah, at least he gave us that money. Right. The government was fucked up back there. They was just giving money away. That's why they still recovering from that shit. They was just giving money away.
They said Big T would shut this shit down.
Even though that came out of my tax money though. When I filed my taxes, my tax check was short because of that.
My tax check, I'm probably not getting taxes because I owe unemployment their money back.
I do too. And they
I filed for unemployment, but they didn't give me unemployment.
They ain't get it.
Oh, I got unemployment. It was a lot. I got about 3 stacks. She got
all right, cut that out. We don't want.
I mean, they're gone now. It don't matter. The stacks are gone now.
But still, like you.
I'm still mad. That's how you know. I've been working since I was 14. How did I only get 3 and she got 10?
Girl, but you know you're gonna be famous one day, bitch. You can't be putting all our business out there, girl. Like this shit come out resurfacing later. They gonna be like, oh, you remember that motherfucker?
People be out here. People find that's the thing with our generation now. Our generation and your generation. We just find ways to make money. And that's one thing that I like. Because you can make money off of these phones. Like
I saw online where women are selling jars of shit for $40K.
Did you hear about the shit?
I'm going to start selling my poop. I probably got some good poop because I eat healthy. And I take vitamins.
Speaking of shit, did y'all see the shit on TikTok about the girls that, the girls that get flown out to Dubai and get paid? And you think they out there fucking for money?
They're not.
Apparently they out there eating people's shit. Eating shit. Yes, getting pissed on, eating shit. Like a bunch of
this is what the sugar daddy be asking them to do.
That's what the hoes go out there to Dubai for. They eat shit and get like bank. Now that's the question I'm gonna ask. That's the question I'm gonna pose y'all. So if y'all go, listen, if y'all get flown out, if y'all get flown out to Dubai and they say, Mianna, Morgan, I got a $3 million check for you. I'm about to shit in this toilet.
And you gonna eat it.
And it's gonna feel halfway to this.
Hell no.
I just need you to eat this and you can get this check.
Hell
what you gonna do?
No.
So you're not gonna do it?
No. And that's where it comes in. That's where character and morals and values come in. Because if you really do some shit like that, you're a nasty, dirty bitch.
But
that's disgusting.
Most of the people that I saw on TikTok, there was some white girls. So of course
yeah. Which goes back to Squid Games. That's what everybody was saying. Like the moral of that was that our generation is so fucked up that people our age will literally do anything for some bank. Like literally. Anything. They'll do it for some money to know that they was gonna have some money. And morals just gone, baby. They just vanished. They're gone. And it's fucking sad.
It happens.
That's the deeper shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not eating no shit. I'm not eating no nigga ass. I ain't doing none of that. And if a nigga ever asks me to eat his ass, I'ma get up, I'ma look at him, I'ma hold his hands and everything.
You're gay.
What the fuck made you think? What did I do that made you think that I was finna do that dumbass shit? And I'm gonna wait for my answer, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna get the fuck out.
What's your, speaking of eating ass,
that's
niggas getting their ass ate. What is y'all's opinions on that?
I mean, I think it's nasty.
My ass ate.
But I think it's definitely some freaky shit. So, look, if I know a nigga gets asked to be eaten, I want to ask him some questions. Like, what else do you do?
Yeah,
I think that
you're definitely a freak. So,
some more.
what else do you do?
I think that it just gives.
It's nasty though.
It gives
kinky, but it's homosexual.
It gives gay tendencies.
Yeah. If you're a straight man and you like your ass ate,
it's a little questionable. I'm gonna have to.
It's definitely.
I don't know any straight men.
Because the only way you can get your ass ate is if you bend over or you lift.
I'm not
like that. That's the only way. You can't get it, or if you. That's the only way. You can't do it no other way. So you're gay. You're gay. You doing what I do. That's gay. It's gay.
And it's okay to be gay.
And it is. I have no problem with gay people. I just want. But I'm gay. I done fucked around with a couple hoes before, but that's not the point. I just want you to own up to your shit. Everybody own up to their shit. That's what's wrong with our world. Everybody don't own up to their shit. Baby, I own up to my shit. I own up to my shit.
Posing to be straight.
And be a hoe.
Getting your ass ate.
Getting your ass ate. Getting duped in the back.
Like, no.
Damn shit. Hell no. But no, I'm not playing though. If a nigga who gay asks me to marry him, like, and I know he about to make some money, he'd be like, you know, you just be my wife for the world. But you know, I'm really gay. I'm definitely gonna do it.
Look, you gonna be with him for 5 years.
It.
You be with him for 5 years.
We're gonna have nice pictures.
Look, but you make sure.
I'm gonna give him a baby and everything. I'm making real work.
I was gonna say, you make sure you don't sign no prenup. You get that ironclad. And you let it know.
And pop it. I gotta pop out a baby. I gotta pop it.
Secure it.
Yeah, I gotta secure it with the baby. I got
5 years, you pull a JJ, a Janet Jackson, and get your ass up out there and get that check.
Fuck about that though.
Get up out there and get that check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because she was with that era.
You gotta be smart. That's the thing though.
But she said she was with Isabel.
I'm see these topics is rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have y'all heard about Brittany Renner?
No, I don't know what it is.
Y'all heard about Brittany Renner?
No. I think I've seen
the
girl who was with PJ Washington, the one who played for Hornets.
No.
The one who had the baby.
No, I didn't hear about it.
Dropped his ass.
Okay, but just real quick, pause, because I want to talk about this after that, but I'm probably going to forget.
While you talking, I'm going to look at Brittany Renner.
So, you notice, did y'all see the little thing on Instagram? I didn't read the story. It's about this black lady. She was dating this white man is what it's saying. And like she ended up dead or some shit like that.
Oh, she went on one date with him.
Or something. I don't know what happened. I didn't read it because I knew it was going to piss me off, but I do want to like.
She met him on Bumble and the police never investigated him, and he was the last one to see her alive.
It was on Bumble. But that's the thing too. Like
the thing is, Bumble is shady.
You talking about
Get off the fucking dating app.
You talking about the 23-year-old? This one.
Yes.
Okay,
what does that say?
I
never read it.
He's a design engineer. He's 37 years old. Who's Bumble date 23-year-old. She died in her blood-stained bed next to him after a night of drinking. Her family sues the cops for mishandling the investigation and not pursuing because he's white. All right, so
not only that, I saw her family went to her house and like it was so much evidence that there was a condom, there was a used condom there. Why did the police not take that condom and test it? Like
right.
Because they don't. It's a black. You see,
it's a black girl. Look how beautiful.
Chocolate.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
That brings me to my point. You remember that white? I don't know if y'all heard about it. But this white girl that was on YouTube. I forget what her name is. She went missing, and then they ended up finding her body. She was dead.
And her husband did it. He killed her. What the fuck was her name? It was on Netflix. Me and mommy watched it.
It was crazy.
Worldwide coverage.
Yeah.
But when it comes to black women,
yeah.
That you don't get that coverage. The only coverage you get is on black media, like on the Shade Room and on Baller and on Neighborhood. That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to black people, especially black women, y'all got it. Black men, we got it hard too, but y'all get it worse. Cause like they say, the most hated woman, the most hated person in America
is the black woman.
There's a lot of things that y'all do that these white girls literally live to do, like the lips, the ass, the titties, the hair. There's a lot of shit that y'all naturally have that these women go out here and try to get, and then try to pass it off like, hey, this is my creation, this is me. Like you see how Kylie Jenner is with her shit. Like she ended up doing the whole lip makeover type thing, and then now everybody's on that shit, and I want to do it. And there was something that was on Wendy Williams where this white woman came on there. It was trying to teach Wendy's black ass audience how to slick down baby hairs, and she's starting to combing them back. Or I forgot how she did it, but she was just doing it. And Wendy checked her ass like, bitch, this is not a creation. This is some shit black girls been doing for years, for decades.
Yeah, like girl, you didn't.
And that's the thing when it comes to like culture vulturing type things for me. Like I can't stand watching. And I call them culture vultures because that's what they are. Like, jacking our
culture. Something wearing bonnets on the runway and saying it's a new thing. Bonnets is
doing that. And then niggas, like white people out here, just going out here just doing and saying shit that we say. Like, people be out here, I'm finna do this and finna. And using dialect that we use just naturally and using it improperly just to try and fit in. Yeah. I don't like that shit.
I like how the TikTok creators be getting snubbed. Like, they said that the white TikTok creators get paid more than the black ones.
Than the black ones, yeah. And then the black creators that create the stuff that goes viral on TikTok,
a white person
does it, and then they get all this fame and all this money, like that Addison Rae girl, the one who does all that shit. She jocked all these black girls that were out here doing the shit, and then she gets propped up, and now she's some big superstar. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like little shit like that. And then like this nigga at my job, like I worked at, I'm gonna say it, I don't care. I worked at this Concord one up here, and this nigga, he was up and he's white too. My age, comes up to me, sees me. I was the only black person in there. And I've noticed that too, like when you're in spaces where you're the only one, do you notice how they kind of like try and do certain things that they feel would make you feel comfortable? Like talk a little way, look a certain way. That shit makes me uncomfortable.
Tell you about the little early 2000s rap they listen to.
Yes.
Or they just start using slang.
I'd be like...
And it's just like...
Like, no chat, be yourself.
Yeah, I respect you more when you're being yourself.
No.
Because I know you're not yourself, because when you start using certain slang, that is just urban slang.
And it sounds foreign.
And then it's forced. It's not using the right tone. It's not using the right dialect.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there looking at him like he does this stuff. He'll sit there and just say certain shit just to try and see. I can tell he's just trying to relate to me, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, that's not it.
That's what people do at work all the time. I'd be like,
it's just like why can't you exist as yourself? Why do you feel? And I don't know. That's another thing too. That I'm like, why do white people feel the need to try and feel like the only way they can relate to us is by being like this?
Well. Yeah, that's the issue. But I think another issue with that is just everything is to fit a category now. We got you can't just be gay. You got to be pansexual, bisexual, asexual, trisexual, all that other stuff. Yeah. You got to be like, why? Yeah. Why you can't just be gay? That's like black people who are straight, we don't get a coming out party. We don't get a coming out celebration. We don't get that. But why do y'all feel the need to get that?
Right.
It's just wild. I hate you. I heard her little shady ass. I don't care. When I was gay, all I gotta say was, baby, I was a pillow princess. I ain't never eat no bitch pussy. So, quote that.
I think they want to do the parties and like the coming out parties because I guess like they never got to really be themselves. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
I mean, I ain't gonna. I mean, do what you do. I mean, and that's the thing. So I'm pro people just being themselves. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care what's going on.
But like I feel like you being gay or your sexual proclivities don't define you, and that should be the main basis of your personality.
Yep, and that shouldn't be. And you should be defined by that.
Yeah,
like you. Who are you besides your sexuality? What at the end of the day,
right?
When you're not fucking somebody, or when you're not just being gay, what are you?
What are you?
Who is you? Who are you? Like, who are you at the end of the day? Because we're not calling you gay. We're calling you your name. Like, what's your name? Who are you? What are you about? And that's the thing too when it comes to people too. And I don't like how certain people, in a way, define themselves as that. Yeah. Like, you don't have to introduce yourself as that. Like, you can just go in life and just be yourself.
Yeah.
And of course, whenever say you see somebody that you might want to pursue, then of course you'll talk about that. But it's just like, why do you have to leave with that?
We need to stop trying to fit into these categories and just coexist.
Wear rainbows.
Like, literally just coexist. Like, it's so simple.
We don't care about who you're sleeping with.
I don't care. Yeah. I promise I don't care.
And I guess,
I'm too worried about getting my own nut off to be worried about yours. I promise. Like, I'm too worried about it.
Pride too. I can't fault them for being proud of it too. But it's just like sometimes shit like that can get abrasive. It's like too much sometimes.
Yeah.
But
it's just I think it's just too much. Yeah. And then what I think a lot of us don't open our eyes to is the fact that with all these categories for like just with the gay stuff, with all these categories and stuff, we have to explain this stuff to kids. Like, and what's gonna happen is we're just gonna start confusing them because they're gonna start teaching shit in school soon. And they're gonna be fucking confused. They're gonna come home telling their parents they're gay, and they're not even gay. They don't even know what gay is. They don't even know what that is.
But
there's some shit they heard in school, and their friend told them that they was gay, and now they're gay. Like literally. So it's just like it's confusing.
That's
well, we're gonna have great content, great footage.
Right, but back to that conversation, like I feel like, and that's a loaded one, because somebody will get in here and get their feelings hurt off of that. Because I mean. You know how,
but everything I said is a fact. Like it's not like I'm saying anything that's not true. So if it is hitting a button that's making you feel away, it's making you feel away because it's the truth and you don't want to hear it.
But listen to this. Let me challenge that. Let me challenge that though. Where you see how Dwayne Wade's daughter now, Zaya,
and I'm totally here for that.
But at that age, if your kid comes to you and says, "Hey,
okay,
Mom, I feel like I'm not in the right body. I don't feel like I am a boy. And I feel like I want to go through the process of becoming who I feel like I am."
Okay. But then we also, with that, I feel like we have to put in place just the fact that how much money are they making? Like, their kids probably go to therapy and it's some shit that's really been like investigated. Some time that's really been invested and put in it. How they have defended her on social media, interviews and all that shows exactly that they have taken direct light into their child and they really listen to them and are paying attention to what they're saying. Exactly. Like, you can see that in the passion, that the tears that have fallen from each of their faces. You can feel that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's different.
But what you said, like you said, they listen to their child, they hear their child.
And I think that the demographics are different. Like,
and
they're rich.
Too, that you said.
Most of us is poor. Like,
they have the means to let shit like that happen.
You feel me? Like, we poor.
They rich. Shit like that happen.
We not poor.
And that's where
abundance is loading. We a little poor.
That's where it comes to like with normalcy. Like us people, like us middle class people in America,
right?
That just have what it is to get by. And your child comes to you and says, "Hey, I feel like I want to have a sex change."
Yeah, you like.
Okay, I hear you. This is who you are. This is what you want to be. I support you. But baby, I don't have the money to do that. That's a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. Now, if your child's hurt, how would you go about that?
If they're
crying and they feel like if they go into a deep state of depression and say they're still living in this body that they don't feel like they are.
I just feel like I want to explore all other options before doing surgery, like therapy. And
I'm not. Yeah.
So why therapy though? Why would that be an option?
Because I'm not gonna say like it's definitely because I feel like we are born the way that we're born.
Sure.
Yeah, one, you want to be sure, and I feel like when God brings us to this earth, we are in the form that we're supposed to be in, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, I don't need to explain it. I don't need to go deeper. It's that it's something. Somebody's definitely gonna be hot about it, and that is totally fine with me. You can have your opinion. I'm damn sure gonna have mine. I feel like the way we're brought into
this is important.
Because
that's important to say too. Because Mianna has dabbled in Lady Pond.
I done dabbled in Lady Pond. I've been there, did that.
The difference.
So I've been there, did that.
So sometimes, like, I wanna seek therapy first before making the drastic.
Let's also put it into perspective of why
you're a big enthusiast of therapy, and I am too.
Why? Like, why do you want to change your sex? Like, what's the issue? Why are you not comfortable in your body? What makes you so uncomfortable in your body?
And it's important to have somebody challenge your mind before you make.
Because how do we know that that's not something that was heard in school? So now, like, this is what we come home telling ourselves, which then goes into the kids who come home with the suicide notes and want to kill themselves and shit like that. This is like,
that's true.
Because if we do start doing all these gender reassignment surgeries, who said all these kids not gonna get bullied when they go back to school as a girl and they was just a boy? They was just Daniel. Now they Felicia. Like,
and then might end up wanting to go back.
And then might want to switch back because your brain not fully developed until you're 25. So why you think about surgery before 25, anyways? And any kind of surgery before 25, unless you got to get it because your brain is not fully developed.
But then again, too, like when you got shows out here like Euphoria and stuff, where you see people openly themselves. it gives.
I love Euphoria. I do think it confuses our generation a lot. It proposes a lot of, brings a lot of stuff to the table. I still can't figure out what the fuck she is.
Like, how do they be having
a lot of stuff?
What do they
comes to a lot of questions come to play that we really don't have the answers for in that show. Like,
yeah.
We don't have the answers.
Which is why the show is.
It's a great show.
Which is why it's
great.
so big. Because it challenges your mind.
It definitely does.
With me, I've never been the type where I feel like what somebody does with their body or does with themselves, it never really affected me. I've always been a champion of just being who you are. If that's who you are, then I support you.
Yeah. Full disclaimer, anything that I have said is my personal opinion on myself. Okay? So everything I said is referring to me. You do what you want to do, boo. Because I'm damn sure gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Okay? So everything, like I said, I'm saying again, everything I said is referring to me. Okay? Everything.
And I agree.
From start to finish.
Where you're at is the same way I'm at. I wouldn't go through. But the thing is, me and you are different than most people because we've been people where we just know who we are.
Yeah.
From a very young age, we've known who we are. I've never been a person that's questioned who I am. Because I already know who I am. I know who I am. I'm different than most people. But I've never questioned who I am.
And then we got to think about the socially awkward kids. Yeah. So if they're already socially awkward and not fitting, what if they start coming home telling their parents that so they could fit into a group, so they can find a category that we done built for them to fit into?
Falling into peer pressure.
Like,
when you allow somebody to kind of mold your mind and tell you, hey, this is who you should be, and then you finally sitting there thinking about it, and then you let it seep into your brain, and then you like, yeah, I want to be what they want me to be. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's where when you say going to therapy and really
exactly like find out what you like.
Why? Please, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I'm not hearing what you're saying. I just want to hear what made you come to this conclusion.
Yeah.
And if it's a conclusion that is literally really coming from you, or if it's coming because so-and-so at school is bullying me.
Or it could be somebody dysmorphia going on or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors that go into shit like that.
Bottom line is just be yourself.
And the bottom line is open communication.
Do what works for you.
Just talk.
Yeah,
and that's the thing that I feel like a lot of parents don't get, especially when I feel like maybe old school parents, they don't
our kids
be
talk
themselves and just say what they want.
First of all, in a traditional black household, you can't make no point, baby. Because if you challenge it and your point even the slightest right over mine, we got an issue now.
Shut your ass up.
So and sometimes your kids make valid points. I hope some parents watch the video. Sometimes your kids, we be knowing what the fuck we be talking about. It be 5-year-olds telling their parents shit. And you like, damn, how the fuck do they pay attention? How do they know this shit? Because we're advanced. They be knowing, bruh. They be knowing. And that's you don't want to listen. They be knowing.
Because a lot of parents act like they are above being taught by their kids.
Yes.
There are things that we learn in school, or not even just in school, that we just learn in life.
Just walking in the street.
They're not privy to. They don't know shit like that. Like, that's the part that I love about our generation is we're consistently evolving and we experiment. Yeah. Our parents, their generation,
they did
one way.
There was one way.
And that's the only way, and that's all they know. Our generation is
we be trying stuff. I'm gonna dip my toe, figure out this ain't right.
You know, I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I've never dabbled in the lady pond, but you know, try some few things.
And that's our generation.
I'm glad that I did, so it helps me to stay strong on my conviction of fantasy until marriage, because I've lived.
Do you still got more living? How long you been celibate?
I've been celibate for 4 months.
That's good.
Yeah,
good job.
It's October. It's 4 months, right?
Now, when the first time machine's built, where you going? I'm going to baby boomers and hippies.
When the time machine is built?
Yep, all of that. And I also want to be revolutionary for a part of my life.
Would you go back?
I'm going back.
Would you go for? So you will go back.
I
want to go to the baby boomers.
Valencia.
Yeah, I want to go to the baby boomers, and I want to go be revolutionary for a little period of my life. Hell yeah.
Go back in time.
Yeah, I don't want to go for it because the way it's looking right now, we just getting rougher and rougher. I don't know if I want to see the rough. I just want to see what's here.
I want to go back in time because
I don't want to see like I want to see what's here.
21 years old. That birthday should have been like the most exciting birthday, but that was the most depressing birthday I've ever had in my life because I was like, it was in a way of just like me growing up, and it's just like, okay, now I'm a full-fledged adult, and now I know I'm no longer a child anymore. And it's like, because I never rushed to my growth. I've never wanted to be
either. I bask in it.
My sister has always wanted to be older, always wanted to do older things. Even though I've always been an old soul, I've always hung around people that are older than me. I've always hung and acted older. I've never wanted to be older. So I was like, when I was turning 21, I was like, I just want to stay 21. I don't want to get no older.
Too. Yeah.
So that was depressing for me, and that's why I say I would go back, because I want to relive the times when I was a child and really enjoy that time.
Okay, but you can't change it.
Didn't have no responsibility. Yeah, I'll change it.
Okay.
Just go. Well,
you know, you can't change anything.
Because I wish I would go back and take sports a lot more
It's no changing.
Than what
the history is what it is. You can't change it.
It's hard.
You can't change it.
It makes you who you are.
You can't change it.
So when you say you can't change it,
you can't change it.
I just have to be in the same mental state. I can still do the same activities I did, but just still be in the same mental state. Or
okay, so in
do
a
the same
sense,
activities and be a little bit more passionate about it.
So you're not gonna go back to your body. Like you're gonna see yourself, and you're gonna see yourself. You're walking around. You're in Malibu Creek High School, but you are your mind is still the same mind that you have like right in this.
But am I still green?
Well, I mean, technically not. Like,
or am I a different version of Grant?
Am I
gonna see this Grant walking around? As a child?
No, you're not gonna see yourself. Like, you can act in at whatever's going on. You can completely be a part of the scene, but you're not like the people can't really see you, because if the people can see you, it will alter the history. So it's what we really do have to think about. So that's not realistic.
But that's interesting, because I've always,
you can't also.
If I had a superpower, I always talk about this. If I had a superpower, what would I want to be? I always wanted to say I want to be invisible.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport.
I want to be around people and see what people say when you ain't
invisible. I used to say invisible, but I also want to teleport.
I be killing people, Joe.
But you can't do it because you're invisible.
Some people I have.
No, you can though. But then again, I could definitely smack that bitch and they won't even know. Pour drink on their ass. They be like, "Fuck."
You ain't got nothing.
I feel like I low-key already know.
No, they can. It's a lot of invincible superheroes that be pouring drinks, slamming doors, and blood in his face.
I feel like when it comes to being invisible, we already have that power, because it's our intuition. Just like my sister was saying earlier today. Like, what was it yesterday? Like, me and my sister are really good on this. If I feel an ill feeling towards a person, I don't have to know why, but I don't fuck with that person.
And that's okay. You don't have
eventually it comes out why, or like certain situations, like I recently had to cut somebody off, and I was like, you know what? I don't know why, but something in me is telling me that I need to protect myself from you.
And that's. And
I'm sure eventually it'll come out. But like, I've learned to trust and follow my gut.
Protect your
I don't need proof. I don't need to be hit on the head with it.
If your spirit is not vibing with somebody,
it's not resonating.
Take that shit and really listen to what's going on.
No, for real.
Because you're not wrong. Because if you don't listen to it in that moment, later on down the line, you can be like, okay, so they're gonna do what you were anticipating, and then you gonna go back and be like, see.
Also, listen to your body, but it might just be because I'm a little weird. But
listen to your mind.
Yeah, because I have a lot of people like at work, for example. Like, there's a lot of people in that warehouse that I don't fuck with, but being around certain energies, I could feel a shift in my body. Like, I feel it here. I don't feel it. They didn't have to say nothing. They didn't have to look my direction. It's like I could just feel it. It's weird. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I listen to that, and that's what you're saying is what I've always been. I've
always
reacted to energy. Like, when I worked at Wells Fargo, my biggest critique that I got from my managers, you match people's energy. They say when a customer get on the phone and they start being hostile and just having that energy with you, you give it right back to them. Yes, because I'm the type of person, I react off of energy. If you come to me nice, I'm going to be nice. If you come to me on some rah-rah shit, you're going to get it back.
I've reacted off of energy since I was a baby.
Me too.
Well, my therapist told me to not be passive anymore, so I took that as cuss people out.
Girl.
I've been cussing people out. She said I was wrong. She said that's not what I meant by that. I said, well, that's how I took it, girl. And I don't regret it. I feel good about it.
So good
it's been a very long time since I've done it, and I'm glad that I cuss people the fuck out.
But you need to, though.
Now, on the other hand, I'm working on not cussing so much.
Yeah, she's channeling her inner Morgan.
Potty mouth. It's so bad.
I'm channeling my inner Mianna.
But honestly, I don't think my potty mouth is going nowhere. I'm just going to be realistic. I honestly think that it's going to tone down when I have kids. I think a lot of my anger and aggression is going to tone down a lot when I have kids. and I get married, it's gonna turn into a sensitive, softer, motherly side. But right now, I'm just a.
Let me ask you this:
turn up, beat your whole type of beat.
Let me ask you this: since you're working on not cussing, how do you feel when you're angry when you don't cuss?
I'm working on.
I be mad as fuck.
Okay.
I be like, where is? I need a blunt. Fuck.
That's when I say cussing. And I read something too.
Did you write a paper on that?
I read something. I don't know if I did.
That shit's refreshing.
I feel like you
I read something where it says people that cuss are the most intelligent. And they're not as angry whenever you're cussing. And I realized that too, because when I was younger and I would get into it with my parents, I couldn't cuss them out, because if I cussed them out, I'd have got slapped the fuck out.
Oh God.
But
when I was in 6th grade,
when I couldn't cuss at them, I was more enraged and more angry. And I literally would be swinging on shit, punching walls and shit. And I'm like, no, let me get up out of here. I have to get out of their space, get in my car, drive somewhere, and let it all out and cuss.
When I was
so much better.
in 6th grade, I was fortunate enough to get the luxury of cussing, talking to my parents. It was a great experience. I've been cussing.
But that's a good relationship,
though. So no,
it was a bad.
I was a very.
I can do it now with my parents. I can't cuss at them as long as
I went through a very rough period of time. Okay, and I was very reserved and into myself. I still tap into that zone quite often. Okay, so I didn't do a lot of talking. I didn't do a lot of talking in school. I didn't come home and talk a lot. Yeah, I was a mute. Like literally, I was a mute. Ask Maria. I mean, no expression. It was no emotion. I was a mute. Like literally, they could ask me, "Oh, how you was doing?" I'm good. Like mute, no expression.
So you bottled up your
emotions. Okay. Well, because I didn't know how to process them. Because another thing that a lot of us don't know. A lot of our anger and stuff, it could be something that's passed on. Like we're dealing with it and we don't even know. Because a lot of times I was angry. And I didn't understand why the fuck I was angry. I'm like, oh, I'm mad as fuck. I'm gonna beat somebody's ass. And I don't know why. And then I just happened to think about just different things that my mother went through when she was pregnant with me. Different things that my daddy had went through in his life that he hadn't dealt with, that had been pent up in him and sent to me. Because, I mean, I came from him, a direct reflection of them. So, certain things that they didn't deal with, anger that wasn't dealt with, it just came out. Okay? And I'm it. I'm living creation of it. Literally. I tell my parents that. Literally.
And that's true, though. Because, I mean, I've always been the type that's completely opposite of that. I've always been the one that voiced how I felt. Whether I got into fights for it, because I did. I voiced my opinion. I was never the type to hold anything in. And I feel like in a way that's kind of my kryptonite. Is because I don't let stuff fester. Because I know if I let something fester and sit inside of me, whenever I do release that bitch,
it's gonna be bad. Well, for me, holding it in was I wouldn't even say a coping mechanism. It's like, like I don't really know what's going on, so like, I'm trying to figure it out. That's what I was telling my parents. Like, it was never I was mad at you type thing or nothing like that. I didn't know what the fuck was going on with me. Like, so I can't talk. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like,
that is some good.
Because then you don't lash out.
Yeah.
And maybe when you was gonna lash out, maybe it was not even as big as what you was thinking it was, which is good too. That's something I wish I did too, was analyze certain things too. Because I'm the type. Yeah. It ain't no thinking. I just react.
Yeah. I literally had a breakthrough one night. I talked for maybe 6 hours. Like, literally, to my parents. Literally.
I remember that.
It was a breakthrough night. Like, literally, they'll tell you that. They can still remember it.
That's good.
The night and everything. It was a breakthrough. It was 6 hours I talked.
Yay for personal growth.
Yeah.
She expresses herself now. I mean, she's still a little bit mean, but she's a lot nicer than she used to be.
I am still very mean, but I also
she's a lot nicer. And she got my back.
We all got the mean streak.
She got my back. Okay, I feel sorry for people who don't have siblings.
Mianna's that way for you. Exactly. I was just like, as Logan is the nicer sibling, I'm more.
Yeah, we need somebody to. You gotta have a balance.
I'm the nicer sibling for both of my siblings.
But it's the
yin to the yang.
Exactly. And that's the same thing with a relationship. Like, you gotta have somebody that's in your yin to your yang. Too much fire.
Yeah, Mianna she's my anger translator. I've had her fire people for me.
Ain't nobody ever gonna fuck with you because she's gonna be there to fuck them up. That's just what it is.
That part. That's like, yesterday there was debacles with the music video. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm not gonna go into detail, but we just thought some people that were participating in the music video.
Wait, you said you got some new strippers, so
we're gonna talk about that. We're not gonna put that in the video though.
Well, since we're on the topic of your music, let's talk about your music. Okay. So, Morgan she's been an artist for shit. A legit professional artist, what?
About 5 years.
5 years.
Convos. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna link her shit in the info box. But Morgan, you have an EP out. Don't you have an EP out?
No.
Well, she's
I'm working on it, but I do have a music video out for my single called Motions. The music video's on YouTube. The single's on all streaming platforms. I have my YouTube page going. So on my YouTube, I'm going live every Sunday at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm. So YouTube lives be funny.
So, okay.
Cracking.
Every Sunday at 8 p.m. I'll be live on YouTube giving you guys a live stream concert. It might be in my bedroom, my living room. I don't know yet. We're still figuring that out. I post my weekly covers. And the current song that I'm about to drop is called Erotica. Shut up.
She's gonna do hours and hours.
He wanted to cover hours and hours. I'm talking about original.
Once y'all watch her videos and watch her covers, I want y'all to go drop comments in there and tell her to react to hours and hours. Because that is the type of singer, and that, I mean, when I say, because she's a versatile singer, but she's the type that has a very soothing, like, jazz. The best way I can really put her is, like, in the category of, like, a Lauryn Hill mixed with an Erykah Badu mixed with, like, Maya. You mix all those together, and that type of tone, and that type, like, if you put them three together and have a baby, that's her type of tone. So that hours and hours... That song is literally something she would body. So yeah, drop a comment and let her know that she need to react.
I'm gonna give it a try, but yeah, I shot a music video yesterday and I was stressed because it snowed the night before, so people were like, "Oh, we're not gonna make it." But I'm like, y'all, I watched the weather; it's gonna be melted by the time we shoot. But people was like, "The road looks bad, I'm not coming," so people couldn't come.
The roads is not bad yesterday.
No, they were bad at first, but it melted. Like I said,
at what time? At 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we didn't start. Okay, so I got there at 12. We're really 12:30.
The roads was horrible.
Yeah.
Because I didn't work. I started sliding.
I was stressed. I was stressed out about that, wanting people to make it there on time, get all these scenes shot, because the house that I rented it through an app called Peerspace. So I only had the house for 4 hours. So we had 4 hours to get in, set up, and get out.
21.
Okay. Yeah, we had 4 hours to get in, set it up, and get out. And you know, it's a lot directing a lot of people, because I had dancers, I had extras, I had my grandmother and my aunt doing a skit.
Never again.
What?
They was doing a skit.
All these extras.
So that's gonna be a part of the music video.
You'll see. I'm not gonna go into detail, but you guys will see.
I don't like people.
Me either.
But yeah, it was very stressful managing a lot of people, but I handled it with grace and class and professionalism.
Because I got hangry. Yeah. I got hangry. Well, this was the problem, y'all. So, like, really, y'all, I work third shift. Let me put that out real quick. I work third shift, so I operate off a third shift schedule 7 days a week. My 8 hours is...
7 days?
No. I work... Next week, I work 5 days a week.
Well, what's the hours?
1:20 a.m. to 11:50 a.m.
Lying.
So, all night, I see the sun go down, I see that bitch come up.
Oh, shit.
I do it. Anyways, that shit's stressful. Like, so... I operate off that schedule any other day.
Damn, so how do you sleep? You sleep 12 to what?
So, I'm about to tell you, Frank.
Let me get there.
So, yes, during the video, I was very tired because I needed a nap. So, I got hungry. I was tired. I ain't had weed. Like, it was just a lot going on.
She ain't had no weed.
It was a lot going on.
But she was in good spirits.
And I was in good spirits. It was people coming in the door, and I said, Josh, go get that door, because I don't want to go be rude to nobody, because I'm feeling a little mad right now. So I kept telling him, because I was really cranky.
But the song is going to be good. It's called Erotica. Oh, you still talking?
Yeah, I wasn't.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, what did you ask me about my job?
The hours.
Oh, yeah,
the hours. Oh, yeah, 1:20 to 11:50, 1:20 a.m. to 11:50 a.m. I come home, straight off of work, I go smoke. I use the bathroom, take a shower, I go to bed. I wake up 5:30, 6:30. I eat, smoke, and I go back to sleep. I sleep till 12:20, 12:30, and I get up, get dressed for work, and I'm out the door by 12:50, probably.
And the way you put it that way, it's so...
It's a schedule.
It's so crazy.
It's literally, I literally have myself on schedule. Like, if I defer from the schedule by 15 minutes, I feel it in my body.
Because I'm trying to think of how yours is and seeing if you're still getting the same amount of sleep as I do. I
definitely get the same amount of sleep.
I work 9 to 6.
But I get at least
8:30 to 5.
I clock in and get back in the bed, child.
I get good sleep.
I'm 8:30 to 5, so I get up at 6. What? My first alarm is at 6:40.
I'm still at work.
Second alarm is at 7. Third is at 7:20. Fourth is at 7:39.
You like me? I got an alarm.
7:45, and then I get up at that time. So I get up at 7:45 every single day. Then I go to work. I mean, it really depends on where I'm at.
So you get ready that fast?
Yeah.
Well, you're a man. You don't got to do your hair.
See, all I'm doing is go to exercise, so I get dressed real fast now too. It's
me,
really
I have to wash my face. I have to do my skincare routine.
I do some, but I do my skincare routine like in depth at night.
Yeah, nighttime is the most important one.
In the morning. And
I work at Amazon warehouse, by the way.
But
so y'all can kind of like put that in perspective while I'm working at night. I work at Amazon warehouse.
She's a stripper.
Delivery center.
She's a stripper. No, she's lying. She's a stripper.
She got the bread.
But then why the fuck do I live with mama?
Yeah.
Because if you a stripper and you still living with your mama, bitch, that is a problem.
She's stacking your bread.
But she's saving her money.
She's stacking the bread. Well, I'm in banking. Morgan is you basically on the same way with me.
I'm about to be in banking right now. I'm in money flowing to me effortlessly.
But let's not get the shit twisted.
I mean, I have a job.
The 3 things that we're doing, this ain't life.
No. But my main thing is my music, and like one thing I will say with me working from home and having a job where I kind of just bullshit all day, it gives me the time and energy to plan. Like I have everything mapped out. Like we shot the music video yesterday. That song's dropping March 10th. Next week I'm going to record another song, shoot the music video to that February 26th. That song's dropping April, I think. I can't remember. But I got my year planned out. I have my year planned out up until July. Because July moving forward is going to be travel.
That's our birthday month. Me and Morgan, that's another thing. Our birthdays are a week apart. Except she's a full year older than me. She's 27, I'm 26. But she's the 21st. And I'm the 29th of July, so we 8 days apart.
Well, if you don't know her birthday, don't feel bad because I'm pretty sure she doesn't know yours.
I know his birthday. I know when it comes around.
He just said it, so I know
when it comes.
No, I've been knowing his birthday.
I'm gonna ask you tomorrow.
If we don't know the exact date, we know what week it is.
Morgan
is birthday.
Because we know it's within 10 days.
Morgan is back. What's your mother's birthday?
February 11th.
What's your grandmother's birthday?
February 17th.
Okay. All right. Exactly.
Yeah, I know my parents.
I had the numbers right. Normally, she get them mixed up. And then one day she said mama's was the fucking 14th. I'm like, bitch, not she born on Valentine's Day. Like, that's my birthday. Like, how?
Listen.
That's another thing. I'm excited for Valentine's Day this year. I mean, I don't have a Valentine. I'm my Valentine, but I'm treating myself. I ordered a dress to wear.
Y'all want to know some real
I'm sending myself some flowers.
I don't like Valentine's Day. I ain't never like Valentine's Day.
Really?
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Not a damn
Okay, me and Morgan will be at my Airbnb that weekend. You're more than welcome to come. You can bring it that weekend.
Where's the Airbnb at?
It's in Charlotte. It's uptown.
Hey, you know I'm down.
Exactly. The night 19th till we leave the 21st. You can spend the night because I don't have
19th. Wait, what day? That's the Valentine's Day is the 19th.
Yeah.
No, her Valentine's Day.
No, Valentine's Day is the 14th. The 19th is the weekend. Valentine's Day is on Monday. Yeah, I make sure it's weekend dates.
I'll be
there.
I
got you.
I'll be there.
Because I'm only off on the weekend, so it was weekend dates. We go to Airbnb Saturday. We check out Monday morning.
Well, I ain't gonna be there the whole weekend.
I know you're not, but you
I'll be there.
Blow through.
But
I'm so comfortable on this couch, right?
Wake Morgan up because she gonna be fucking asleep.
I'm about to go to sleep right now. I'm so
y'all think we done running our mouths?
I think
nice little interesting.
I'm excited. We touched a lot of
If you guys would like to have us back,
let them know. Put in the comments below.
And definitely have us back. Leave comments and stuff and topics that you guys would like to hear us talk about.
It's gonna be a revolving couch.
Hopefully I have my podcast coming for you guys soon.
Yeah, this is just a try. This is really a trial run. This is the first real one, so this is gonna be the one that's gonna be out. Obviously, I'm gonna try and figure out how to get this.
You gotta show me how to edit. I need a computer.
I'm thinking about getting some mics. I barely know how to edit myself.
See, yeah, that's my problem.
I'm gonna get me some mics. I think I want to get like the little mics with the where you can clip it here, where it's not too big. Get some more. I done told y'all that watch that I'm trying to get this thing a little bit more professionally done. Trying to figure out how to work this camera, get some better angles.
Yeah,
I'm gonna record. I think I'm gonna buy another phone, like a cheaper phone, and do everything off my phone.
You can do it off your phone
and then edit off my phone. Well, I'm gonna get a computer, edit off my computer.
We signing off. Shout our socials out. Socials.
You can follow me on Instagram at Morgan_Gayla, Gayla. If you want to come talk shit, I'm on Twitter at Morgan Gayla Muse, MUS. If you want to see weekly covers, I'm on YouTube. Just type in Morgan Gayla, as well as originals.
And TikTok as well.
Oh yeah, my TikTok, Morgan Gayla Music.
You be posting on TikTok?
Yeah, every week.
You can follow me on Instagram at _Mianna Lachey, MIANNALECHE. Period.
Yeah, you already know where to find me. So yeah, that's the first one. I'll see y'all soon. I'm about to film. I think I'm gonna film some content for the week, like she's doing. I'm gonna start just doing a bunch more content, like content days, I should say. I'm gonna just find some stuff, do some stuff, post it up. Like y'all know, the One More Chance reviews, the Jocelyn's reviews, I might do those soon. Like I said, because I done seen some shit on social media about them too. That look kind of interesting. So I'm probably gonna be doing that. So be on the lookout for that. What else? Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother's coming. So be on the lookout for that because I'm definitely gonna be doing that, especially if the cast is what it's supposed to be. And then we got the Challenge All Stars season 3. Nia Moore's back, and I'll see y'all then. So peace. What's up? Bye.